The ticking of the antique wall clock reverberated through the room as I sat in my favorite armchair, surrounded by faded photographs and well-worn memories. My gaze lingered on the image of a happier time, a time before the cracks in our family dynamics appeared. Mom, I don't think Molly understands what it means to be part of this family. Bennett, my son, had confided in me during one of our late-night conversations. His frustration was palpable, the weight of unspoken grievances hanging heavy in the air. The tension between Molly and me had simmered beneath the surface for years, but it reached its zenith during my husband's terminal illness. As the primary caregiver, I had expected support, a shared burden, but Molly retreated into the periphery, distancing herself from the emotional whirlwind that engulfed our home. I just don't get it, Mom. She's here. But it's like she's not. It's as if she's chosen to build a fortress around herself, shutting us out when we need her the most. Bennett sighed, his eyes reflecting a mixture of disappointment and bewilderment. The strain deepened as my husband's health deteriorated. Molly's absence during doctor visits and her reluctance to engage in conversations about his condition left an indelible mark on our family dynamics. The unspoken expectation that family rallied together in times of crisis crumbled under the weight of Molly's emotional detachment. One evening, as I prepared a simple dinner in the kitchen, Molly's voice wafted through the air like a distant echo. I have my own life to live, Priscilla. I can't be tied down by everyone else's problems. Molly's words stung, leaving an ache in my chest that lingered long after the conversation ended. It was then that I realized the walls between us were not merely a figment of my imagination, but a stark reality. The family dynamics I had cherished were unraveling, and Molly's indifference cast a shadow over the very essence of what family meant to me. As I stirred the pot on the stove, I couldn't help but wonder how we had reached this point, a point where a once unbreakable bond was strained to its limits, and the matriarch of the family found herself navigating the complexities of aging and adversity alone. Little did I know that this was only the beginning of a tumultuous journey that would reshape our family in ways I could never have anticipated. The scent of freshly brewed coffee wafted through the kitchen, a familiar ritual that once brought comfort and warmth to our home. But in those trying times, even the aroma of coffee couldn't mask the brewing storm within our family. Molly, we need to talk about the bills. The medical expenses are piling up, and I'm not sure how we'll manage. I broached the delicate subject one evening, hoping for a glimmer of understanding in Molly's eyes. She sighed, her gaze fixed on the worn-out tablecloth. Priscilla, I know things are tough, but Bennett and I are already stretched thin. I was hoping you could help us out a bit. The request hung in the air, laden with unspoken tension. The unsteady flicker of the kitchen light seemed to echo the uncertainty that gripped our family. Against my better judgment, I agreed to provide financial assistance. After all, family was meant to support each other through thick and thin. Little did I know that this act of goodwill would become the catalyst for a series of events that would test the very fabric of our relationships. As the funds transferred from my account to theirs, a subtle unease settled over our household. Molly and Lucy, my granddaughter, went about their daily lives seemingly unaffected by the weight of our financial struggles. It wasn't until I stumbled upon a bank statement that I realized the funds intended for medical bills had been diverted toward non-essential expenses, a shopping spree, dinners at fancy restaurants, and extravagant outings. The discovery left me speechless, my eyes tracing the numbers on the statement. I felt a lump in my throat as I confronted Molly, the betrayal hanging heavy in the air. Molly, these funds were meant for your father's medical care. How could you use them for frivolous expenses? I questioned, my voice a mixture of disbelief and disappointment. She shrugged, a nonchalant expression on her face. We needed a break, Priscilla. Life is tough, and sometimes you have to treat yourself. The disconnect between our values became glaringly apparent. The financial strain had revealed not only the fragility of our bank accounts, but also the fractures in our understanding of responsibility and family duty. Tensions rose like a storm, thundering through the walls of our home. The weight of resentment lingered in the air, poisoning the very atmosphere that once held the promise of love and support. Little did I know that this was just the beginning of a downward spiral that would challenge the core of our family bonds. The air in the house had grown thick with tension, an oppressive silence hanging between Molly and me like a dense fog. The revelation of the misused funds had left wounds that refused to heal, and I found myself yearning for a reprieve from the strain that enveloped our once warm and welcoming home. One evening, over a dinner that tasted of bitter resentment, Molly dropped a bombshell that left me reeling. "Priscilla, Lucy, and I have decided to move in with you," Molly announced, her words landing like a lead weight on the table. I stared at her, a mixture of disbelief and incredulity painting my face. Move in? But why? And why was I not consulted about this decision? Molly's response was a casual shrug, as if the gravity of such a life-altering decision could be dismissed with a simple gesture. "Well, we thought it would be easier for everyone if we were all under one roof. You know, with Dad gone, you could use some company." The audacity of her proposal left me speechless. It wasn't companionship that Molly sought. It was a live-in housekeeper to cater to their needs while they continued their lives unabated. The realization hit me like a sudden gust of wind, and in that moment, I made a silent vow to take control of my destiny. As Molly and Lucy discussed logistics, assuming I would seamlessly embrace their plan, I retreated into the solace of my thoughts. Behind the facade of a submissive nod, I secretly formulated a plan of my own, one that involved regaining autonomy and escaping the suffocating expectations that had been thrust upon me. "Mom, are you okay with this arrangement?" Bennett questioned, concern etched on his face as he sensed the turmoil within me. A forced smile played on my lips as I replied, "Of course, dear. It will be nice to have family around." My words carried a hollow ring, a testament to the growing chasm between what was expected and what I truly desired. As the days passed, I meticulously orchestrated my escape plan. Conversations about grocery shopping and household chores became a smokescreen for my preparations. The house that once echoed with shared laughter and familial warmth now harbored secrets. My secrets, carefully guarded against the prying eyes of Molly and Lucy. Little did they know that the very home they expected me to maintain would soon bear the weight of their expectations alone. As I plotted my departure to an assisted living facility, a haven of independence I had longed for, the stage was set for a clandestine exit that would catch them off guard, unveiling the strength I had summoned to break free from the shackles of deceptive plans that threatened to engulf my life. The tension within the family had reached a boiling point, and the house that once sheltered our shared dreams now stood as a battleground for a war of words and accusations. Bennett, my son, had unearthed the truth about Molly and Lucy's financial mismanagement, and the revelation set in motion a series of events that would reshape our family forever. "Bennett, you need to see this," I urged, handing him the damning evidence, bank statements, receipts, and a paper trail of deceit that Molly and Lucy had woven. His eyes scanned the documents, each line deepening the furrow on his forehead. "I can't believe they would do this, Mom. This isn't just financial irresponsibility. It's a betrayal of trust." Determined to rectify the wrongs and protect what remained of our family's integrity, Bennett made a decision that would send shockwaves through the already fragile ties. "We're cutting ties with them, Mom. I can't let them take advantage of you, and I certainly won't let them tarnish Dad's memory with their deceit," Bennett declared, his voice firm and resolute. The legal proceedings began with Bennett filing for divorce from Molly, a move that would sever the last lingering connection between them. The courtroom became a stage for the airing of grievances and the unveiling of long-buried resentments. Molly's defense was a volatile mix of denial and deflection. "Bennett, you can't seriously believe these lies. Your mother is just trying to turn you against us. We've sacrificed so much for this family, and now you're abandoning us?" But Bennett remained steadfast, his commitment to justice unwavering. "I've seen the evidence, Mom. I can't ignore the truth any longer. We need to put an end to this deceit and start anew." As the legal battles raged on, The toll on our family became increasingly evident. The scars of betrayal ran deep, leaving wounds that would take time to heal, if they ever would. In the midst of the legal turmoil, I found solace in the knowledge that Bennett, at the cost of personal pain, had chosen to stand by what was right. The courtroom drama extended beyond divorce proceedings. Legal actions were taken against Molly and Lucy for their financial misconduct. Accusations flew like arrows, piercing through the illusions of a united family that had long since crumbled. The fallout from these legal consequences was profound, reshaping the dynamics of our family forever. The ties that had bound us were severed, and as the gavel fell, the echoes of a fractured family resonated through the courtroom, signaling the end of an era marred by deception and betrayal. Little did I know that amidst the chaos, a path to healing and new beginnings would eventually emerge, casting a ray of hope over the ruins of what was once our home. The aftermath of the legal battles left the house eerily quiet, a stark contrast to the once vibrant home that echoed with laughter and shared moments. The scars of the courtroom drama were still fresh, but amidst the wreckage, a newfound sense of freedom emerged. Bennett, I never thought I'd see the day when our family would be torn apart like this, I confessed one evening, as we sat in the dimly lit living room, the remnants of a family photo album spread across the coffee table. He sighed, his eyes reflecting a mixture of regret and determination. I never wanted it to come to this, Mom. But sometimes you have to break free from the toxic ties to rebuild something stronger. With Molly and Lucy out of the picture, the atmosphere began to shift. The once heavy clouds of betrayal lifted, making way for tentative rays of hope. Bennett took on the role of the anchor, providing unwavering support as we navigated the uncharted waters of our new reality. The house, once a battlefield, slowly transformed into a sanctuary of healing. Bennett's children, sensing the change, filled the once hollow spaces with the sounds of youthful energy and innocence. Their laughter became the antidote to the lingering pain, breathing life back into the empty rooms. I miss this, Mom. The feeling of being a family without the weight of deceit dragging us down. Bennett admitted one evening, a genuine smile gracing his face. The shift in dynamics allowed for a rediscovery of the simple joys of life. Family dinners became a ritual, not marred by tension but filled with genuine conversations and shared laughter. The specter of the past began to fade, replaced by the promise of a future unburdened by the mistakes that had threatened to define us. As the seasons changed, so did the landscape of our lives. The toxicity that had permeated our home was replaced by an atmosphere of acceptance and love. Bennett's commitment to rebuilding our family bonds became the cornerstone of our new beginnings. I want you to live the life you deserve, Mom. One filled with joy and fulfillment, free from the shadows of the past, Bennett expressed, his sincerity echoing through his words. Embracing the newfound freedom, I began to rediscover aspects of myself that had long been overshadowed by the tumultuous events. Old passions were reignited, and I formed new friendships that added color to the canvas of my life. The positive changes weren't confined to my own experiences. Bennett, too, found solace in the rebuilding process. The rift with Molly and Lucy, while painful, paved the way for a more authentic connection with his own children. The once fractured family tree began to sprout new leaves, signaling the resilience of the bonds that remained intact. As I basked in the warmth of the supportive embrace from Bennett and his children, I realized that new beginnings were not only a chance to heal, but an opportunity to create a life that reflected the strength and resilience that had emerged from the ashes of our turbulent past. The promise of a brighter tomorrow became a beacon of hope, guiding us toward a future where the scars of yesterday served as a testament to the enduring power of love and the capacity for renewal. Little did I know that this chapter of new beginnings would unfold into a tapestry of redemption, reminding me that life's most profound transformations often arise from the ashes of our darkest days. The air in the house began to change, carrying with it a newfound sense of tranquility and healing. With the echoes of legal battles fading into memory, each passing day became an opportunity to rediscover the simple joys that had long been overshadowed by the storms of the past. Mom, do you remember how we used to spend Sunday afternoons in the garden, just enjoying the sunshine? Bennett reminisced, a hint of nostalgia softening his gaze as he flipped through an old family photo album. I nodded, a smile tugging at the corners of my lips. Yes, those were the moments that made life beautiful. I miss those times. Determined to resurrect the lost moments of happiness, Bennett suggested reviving old traditions. The neglected garden, once a symbol of neglect, became a canvas for new beginnings. Together, we planted flowers, tended to the soil, and watched as the garden blossomed into a vibrant testament to life's ability to renew itself. The rediscovery of joy extended beyond the garden. I found solace in pursuing long-forgotten hobbies. Art supplies that had gathered dust in the corner were unearthed, and the canvases once blank became a vibrant expression of the emotions that had long remained unspoken. Mom, I never knew you were so talented. These paintings are incredible, Bennett remarked, genuine admiration in his eyes as he surveyed the artwork that adorned the walls. The process of rediscovery wasn't confined to my experiences alone. Bennett, too, began to explore aspects of himself that had been dormant for too long. As he delved into new challenges and opportunities, a sense of fulfillment replaced the void left by the fractured relationships of the past. The healing extended to the relationships with Bennett's children. The wounds inflicted by the tumultuous events slowly mended, and laughter once again became the soundtrack of our home. Family gatherings transformed into celebrations of resilience and newfound joy, each member contributing to the tapestry of shared experiences. Grandma, can we bake cookies like we used to? Lucy, my granddaughter, asked one sunny afternoon, her eyes reflecting a genuine desire for connection. The kitchen, once a place of tension, became a hub of shared activities. Baking sessions turned into bonding moments, the aroma of freshly baked cookies serving as a metaphor for the sweetness that had returned to our relationships. As the seasons changed, so did the dynamics within our home. The rediscovery of joy became a daily practice, a deliberate choice to embrace the positive aspects of life despite the shadows of the past. The once heavy atmosphere lightened, and the walls that had witnessed turmoil now resonated with the harmonious notes of a family rebuilding itself. Mom, I'm glad to see you smiling again. It's like the weight has been lifted, Bennett remarked one evening, his eyes filled with a mix of gratitude and relief. And so, with each stroke of the paintbrush, each shared moment in the garden, and each burst of laughter in the kitchen, joy became a guiding force in our journey of renewal. Little did I know that the process of rediscovering joy was not just a fleeting moment, but a foundation for the enduring strength of a family determined to rise from the ashes and embrace the brightness of a new day. As the seasons changed, so did the dynamics within our rejuvenated home. The once fragmented family found solace in shared moments, and the anticipation of new beginnings lingered in the air like the promise of a fresh dawn. One evening, Bennett and I sat in the living room, the glow of the fireplace casting a warm light on the walls adorned with memories and the artwork that now celebrated life's vibrancy. Mom, I have some exciting news. Emily and I are expecting our first child, Bennett shared, his eyes sparkling with a mix of joy and anticipation. A surge of emotions overwhelmed me, a potent concoction of happiness, gratitude, and the realization that life's intricate tapestry continued to weave itself. The prospect of becoming a great-grandparent filled my heart with a warmth that transcended the scars of the past. Oh, Bennett, that's wonderful news. A new generation to fill this house with laughter and love, I exclaimed, reaching for his hand as we embraced the shared excitement. The news rippled through the family, transforming our home into a hub of anticipation. The once silent hallways echoed with discussions about nurseries, baby names, and the sheer joy of welcoming a new life into the fold. Emily, Bennett's wife, became a central figure in this unfolding chapter. Together, we delved into the realms of nostalgia and shared stories of parenthood, bridging the generational gap that had once felt insurmountable. Grandma, what was Dad like when he was a baby? Lucy inquired, her eyes wide with curiosity as we flipped through photo albums that chronicled Bennett's early years. He was a bundle of joy, much like the little one we're eagerly awaiting. Your dad's laughter filled every corner of this house, just as I'm sure your little brother or sister's laughter will, I replied, a nostalgic smile playing on my lips. The preparations for the impending arrival brought the family closer together. Bennett and Emily's journey into parenthood mirrored our own experiences, creating a bridge between the past and the future. The house, once a witness to strife, now stood as a testament to the resilience of family bonds and the cyclical nature of life's transformative cycles. As Bennett and Emily embraced the challenges and joys of impending parenthood, I found solace in the knowledge that the legacy of our family would extend to yet another generation. The anticipation of welcoming the newest member filled our home with an energy that transcended the trials of yesteryears. Mom, thank you for being a source of strength for our family. I want our child to grow up surrounded by the same love and resilience that you've shown us. Bennett expressed one evening, his gratitude echoing through the room. And so, as we eagerly awaited the arrival of the next generation, the house became a sanctuary of love and anticipation. The generational cycle continued, a testament to the enduring spirit of family bonds that had weathered storms and emerged stronger on the other side. Little did I know that the impending arrival would not only mark the beginning of a new chapter, but serve as a poignant reminder that life, with all its complexities and joys, was an ever-evolving tapestry of interconnected stories and shared experiences. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow across the familiar rooms of the house, I found myself reflecting on the transformative journey that had led us to this moment, the chapter of embracing the sunset of my life. Mom, I can't believe how much has changed. You've been the strength that held us together through it all, Bennett remarked, his voice filled with a mix of admiration and gratitude as he sat across from me in the cozy living room. The weight of the years bore down on me, but it was a weight softened by the love and support that had become the foundation of our rebuilt family. As I traced the lines of the family photographs that adorned the walls, a sense of fulfillment washed over me. Life has a way of surprising us, Bennett. I never imagined that the trials we faced would lead to such beautiful outcomes, I replied, a smile playing on my lips as I recalled the twists and turns of our shared journey. The anticipation of the next generation's arrival had blossomed into the joy of holding my great-grandchild in my arms. The house, once marred by discord, now resonated with the innocent laughter of a new life, a testament to the cyclical nature of family and the enduring legacy we have forged. Bennett's children, now young adults, had become the architects of their own destinies. Lucy, once a witness to familial strife, had grown into a woman of resilience and strength. Grandma, I never knew life could be so beautiful. Thank you for showing us that family is about love and support, Lucy expressed one afternoon, her eyes reflecting a depth of understanding that surpassed her years. The house had become a haven, not just for me, but for the generations that followed. As I navigated the challenges of aging, I found comfort in the presence of family, each member contributing to the symphony of shared experiences that had defined our unique story. The changing seasons of life brought with them a deep appreciation for the present moment. The sunset, once a metaphor for the closing chapters, now became a canvas for the vibrant hues of gratitude and contentment. Mom, you've given us the gift of a united family, and for that, I'll always be thankful, Bennett expressed one evening, his words carrying the weight of a son's appreciation for a mother's enduring love. As the twilight of my existence approached, I embraced the warmth of family gatherings, the laughter of children, and the shared moments that had become the currency of our familial bonds. The legacy we had crafted, a tale of resilience, redemption, and the unwavering pursuit of happiness, became my most cherished possession. Surrounded by the love of Bennett, his children, and the newest additions to our family, I welcomed the sunset of my life with a heart full of gratitude. The tapestry of our shared experiences, woven with threads of joy and sorrow, hardship and triumph, painted a portrait of a family that had weathered storms and emerged stronger in the face of adversity. As the final rays of sunlight bathed the room in a golden glow, I whisper a silent thank you to the universe for the trials that had sculpted our strength, the joys that had enriched our lives, and the enduring love that had transcended the passage of time. And so, with the embrace of the sunset, I surrendered to the inevitability of life's cyclical nature, knowing that the echoes of our shared journey would reverberate through the halls of our home, a testament to the enduring spirit of family that had defined us all. Little did I know that in this quiet moment of reflection, I had found not just closure, but the profound sense of peace that comes with embracing the sunset of a life well lived.